Hello and welcome to Catfish Trash Talk. This is episode 34. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, Noelle Winters.
Hello.
Hi, Noelle. Let's talk about season 2, episode 4 of Catfish, the television show. Lauren and Derek.
Okay.
Initial thoughts.
Like obviously a little boring.
Yeah.
I think because I remembered it again. So I was just like, do I have to watch this episode?
I didn't remember it. This is where my mind goes fog.
Oh no, I knew this episode all the way, just like last week's. But the one next week, I feel like I've never seen it. You know, it's so
last
weird.
week's I remember because I remember very specifically flat top in the garage.
Yeah.
But this week, brand new to me. It's so nice that I have no bandwidth in my head. I have no storage, no memory, no RAM, nothing.
Because you don't have to your cookies.
I'm really glad because I watch these shows as if it was for the first time every time.
That's so funny. I didn't know that you didn't remember this one. Yeah, I remembered it all the way.
Even books that I love, I'll reread them. And it's like a brand new book because I can't remember anything.
Wow. But yet you'll remember what shirt I was wearing the first time we met. Like, you know what I mean? It's so random.
Mm-hmm. I have too much information in my head about certain events.
Yeah, so do I, though. I remember really weird things.
Yes. If you guys want more of our banter, go over to patreon.com/trash talk podcast for all of our bonus episodes. I can't even go on and on about all of the bonus episodes that we have, but your heart is going to be happy.
I mean, there's like 300. Come on, guys. There's more than 300.
I know. Also, if you're listening, just know that we have 2 other podcasts, 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk and Teen Mom Trash Talk. And on Patreon, we do cover unexpected trash talk. So just letting you know.
Okay. All right.
Just a little FYI in case you were writing some notes. All right. So we're going to start off. Lauren is 21. She's from Texas. 8 years ago, she met Derek on MySpace. She was 14. He was 16. And then 4 years ago, she got pregnant with her son, Mason, and she's a single mom. And he won't video chat with her, but he tells her that he's ready to be a father to her son.
But why does she buy that?
Because she knows he's trustworthy. I love how people talk about this on Catfish. They're
like,
I know he's trustworthy.
They know.
He's very sincere. They use all these words.
How do you know?
They use a lot of sizzle words.
She looks like I cut her out of a MySpace catalog.
She is stereotypical white girl from this era.
Yes, she is.
She is going to be pledging to a sorority any minute now.
Yes.
So she had gotten engaged.
That's so crazy.
But she broke up the engagement and then she reached out to Derek after he had already deleted her. Now, I like how she doesn't say that she broke up with this guy for Derek, but Max and Neve spin it for that. They're like, wow, you broke off an engagement for him.
Okay. So I thought the same thing. And I'm like, am I missing something here? Because
that's not what
nobody ever says. She just says she got engaged and he deleted her.
No.
But it was, and then when she broke off the engagement, she reached back out to him. She didn't break off the engagement because he deleted her. You know what?
Also, Max is doing eye rolls like backflips.
He doesn't believe anyone ever.
I like him.
Me too.
So her family doesn't know that they never met. So what did you tell your family? When did you meet him?
Right. Does he live in Texas? Did he fly in to meet you?
What is your fake story that you've told your family?
Have you got? Maybe she just never told him anything. Maybe he's just a friend, a neighborhood friend. I don't know.
But that's what I'm saying. I want to know what the story is.
Right.
Now, also, when she's talking to Neve and Max via this Skype session, she sounds like she's doing an acting monologue.
Really? I don't know. I feel like that's just her personality.
No, it sounded like it was very rehearsed.
Okay. I mean, listen, they probably recorded it a few times.
Yes. So now the other thing that I am kind of confused about, they hang up the phone with her and Max is like, she's amazing. Why?
Okay. Because he deems her good looking.
Yep.
That's why.
Why? Because she's pretty.
Yeah.
She's amazing. She's an amazing person.
I mean, she is bubbly. Maybe they like that. I don't know.
You talked to what?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then they show Max and Neve at some urinals in the airport. Thank you for that. I'm
glad
glad you brought all the camera equipment into the bathroom.
It's just so weird. They pick the most random times.
Yes. So now they fly to Texas and they find out that her mom died when she was 6 and her dad was in the Navy. So they always traveled.
Okay, right. So there was never any steady place for
A
them.
lot of moving. And she said that they always talked no matter where they were. So I
Okay.
understand that, like having an internet friend when you're moving and moving and moving, it doesn't matter where you are. They just live in your computer.
I would know. I was telling you about one of my internet friends the other day.
You were.
Yeah, I was.
We really uncover a lot of layers. You think you know something. You think you know someone after 25 years. And then
Isn't that funny? It's
I
so
find out that you're
true.
going to leave your husband for some guy on the internet.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's
You heard it here
exactly
first,
what I said.
guys.
Exactly what I said. Uh-huh.
If Noelle's friends and family and in-laws are listening, you heard it here first.
I don't think they are. Uh-uh.
So funny. So now he said that he wanted to take a trike ride into the horizon or something.
Okay, what does that mean?
It's a
what
like
is
a
a trike?
3-wheel like motorcycle.
Okay, because my dad had an adult trike.
Mhm. He did. He had a
Okay.
tricycle.
Yeah, so I just didn't know if it was motorized or not, what they were
Yes, he
talking
had
about.
He had a motorized trike.
Okay.
I like how you
three-wheel
put that.
Vespa.
Yes. I like how you put that. So he's from Maryland.
Mhm.
Let's talk about her hair.
Is it extensions?
No, her hair is very choppy with very brassy highlights. It's very telling of the times. I think that what it is maybe her hair is curly and she straightens it.
Well, because the thing is, you know how like sometimes people get extensions when they have short hair.
Yes,
So there's
and
like
then they
a
have, like-
short layer. That's what she had. So I couldn't figure it out.
I
But
don't
it was
know.
very brassy.
Very brassy, very choppy. It looks like
Very of the times. Yes. Mhm.
the MySpace era loved a good choppy haircut.
They loved a good chunky highlight too.
Chunky highlight, choppy haircut, chunky and
Yeah.
choppy.
A lot of chunks, a lot of chops.
It's
Lamb
like
chops,
going to a steakhouse.
I was just saying, lamb chops, yum.
Yes, a lot of chops, a lot of chunks. So they look at his Facebook together. And
Right.
Max is like, he's hiding something.
Because Max is like just used to everybody lying all the time.
Yeah, I understand
Yeah,
that though.
I get it. Uh-huh.
Now let's talk about her eyebrows.
What about them? They're just
Barely
very,
there. Barely there.
Mine were too.
They're scarce.
That year, I think I had the line brow.
Okay, but they're not even like a straight line. They're just like scarce.
Yes, they are scarce. Like her face would look so much better with a little fill in.
Why didn't we think of eyebrows as part of our face back then?
Okay, so it took me a very long time to realize that they kind of make your face.
Mm-hmm. They frame it.
Like once I fill in my brows, I'm like, well, I'm a new person.
Now, here's another thing that I think about often.
Okay.
Why is it socially unacceptable for me to grow out my mustache? And yet I have these 2 mustaches over my eyes
You do.
and we highlight them.
I guess that's true. Well, how would you want to highlight the mustache?
What if I darkened my, listen, could I grow a full mustache? Maybe.
Right.
Would it might be a little patchy.
Right.
So should I grow it out and then fill it in?
I mean, maybe you could do like little strokes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like with an eyeliner
Yeah,
pen. With
yeah.
like the marker.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Like the NYX marker.
Yeah, and then it would lift and
Lift
snatch
and
my
snatch.
mouth. I'd have the snatchiest mouth.
You would have a very
It would
snatched
actually
mouth.
look like a snatch.
It would look like a snatch. Yuck.
You see what I'm saying though? It's like, why is that acceptable?
Yeah, I don't know. There are some things that are so weirdly unacceptable, and I
Mhm.
don't know why.
For no reason.
Yeah, literally for no reason.
Like, why can't we have leg hair? But why?
No, you can't. But
But
you can have
why?
hair on your head.
We love the hair on our head.
Yeah,
We hate the hair on our legs.
right. Only certain parts of your V can have hair.
Yes.
Not all.
Not all.
Although it shouldn't. But
It shouldn't.
Not all. Yeah.
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 Very
I don't
confusing.
know. You could shave your legs, but not your thighs. I don't know. That's what they taught us when we were younger. Don't
Oh,
shave
is
your
it, yeah. Well,
thighs.
if you shave your thighs, you're a whore.
Yeah. What is that?
It means that you're shaving your legs if you're wearing like a skirt or something. But if you shave your
Yeah.
thighs, it means it's for sexy time.
Yeah. I guess that's what it is. Okay. I
Mhm.
guess I never thought about it that way. So I was always like,
Yes.
why was I taught not to shave my thighs?
Okay, well, let me tell you, I've been shaving my thighs since I'm like 4. So
Oh, no. Same. I know. This is who you are.
my mother wouldn't let me shave my legs until it was like it for a very unreasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I
had
took
to
it
wait a
upon
long
myself.
time. So did I.
And I was like, I'm shaving my legs. I have a full head of hair on my legs.
Yes.
This is ridiculous. I have to wear shorts to gym.
And it sucks. I see so many little girls, like young girls in like their Catholic school or whatever,
Mhm.
like in dresses, and they have hairy ass legs, but they're like preteen, and it's like, shave your kid. Let your kid shave.
Shave your kid.
Shave your kid.
But see, on the other hand, it's like, why do I have to shave my legs?
Because that's the thing.
Why?
I don't know. Men.
Are we going to start shaving our heads?
I mean, I feel like that would be so great. And then let it all grow back in.
Like brand new hair.
Yes.
I know my head shape isn't good for that though.
I have too many dents.
Me too. Very denty.
I'm
I have
slopey.
I have a rotten apple head.
Oh.
All right, we're back. We're back.
Join Patreon. Listen to BS.
So they sit in the pool room of this Airbnb, this billiards area.
Yes,
it's like the
which
basement.
I with brownies.
Airbnb, not Airbnbs, bed and breakfasts. I'm sorry, I called it an Airbnb. Bed and breakfasts usually have a baked good for you.
I want a baked good.
I don't have gluten free.
Okay, I'm not.
So now they start looking at his Facebook. And he posts something about like, I bought a $40 bird bath. Like, did I need this? No, but it was on sale. Very funny.
And they're like, but why couldn't he buy a webcam with that money?
Right. And it's like, you guys are looking like way too deep into this.
I've never seen them actually like look so hard for something negative. Usually they try to find something positive. Like maybe there's hope. It's like they didn't want it to happen.
Sure. So they search his phone number and they find this older man, R. Lavorne.
Yeah, random.
Then they find a profile on Facebook, which may or may not even match this guy.
Yes.
And they're like, oh my God, he's on a trike.
It's him.
Okay. So how old was that guy in the picture?
Old. Like
how
old.
50.
I was going to say 50.
Okay. So let's say it was him.
Mm-hmm.
They have been talking since she's 14.
Right.
Okay. So he would have been.
What is she, 20 now? 21?
She's 21. That was 8 years ago.
Yeah. He would be 42.
Right.
Uh-huh.
So you don't think that she knows the difference between a 42-year-old man's voice and a 16-year-old boy?
Because they want to discourage this for some reason.
Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
She even usually when they're like, no, but I know it's him. And I'm like, ugh. But I'm like,
I know.
She's like, no, I know that that's not his voice.
I know. And she gets like mad about it.
But no. Well, she doesn't get mad. Yeah.
Well,
But when they show her what they found and they actually meet her friend Ryan from church and her son comes and she's like, no, really? Like, I'm looking at this guy's picture. That's not his
that's
voice.
not him. Sure. But because the voices would be completely different. I understand that. And you would hear it change over time as well.
Noelle.
Right. I know.
A 16-year-old boy and a 42-year-old man.
They need to make some kind of thrill in this. And it's funny because
there's no thrill.
There are so many other episodes where it's like, oh, we found this person. This is who it is. This was handled just differently.
It's like they made it up.
Yeah, they did. They picked a random person. They made it up
and they pretended he was on a trike.
Yes.
Like, I don't even think this was a real Facebook profile. I think this was thrown in by producers.
I could see that. Uh-huh.
So I thought that was really weird. They don't even try to look for this guy's first name.
Well, that's the thing. So they never look for any information about him. That's how you know, like, do you guys really think this is him?
They don't.
No, you're just trying to spin drama because you don't even, you're not looking through his friends, messaging his friends, trying to find out information about him.
Where's the follow-up?
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Also, if he was 42, there's a bigger problem here.
Yeah. Yes.
That we're not addressing.
That he should be in jail.
He should be in prison.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
All right. So they call Derek.
Right.
And he's like, oh, it's bad timing. Now, this is how I know for sure Derek called into the show.
How?
This is a typical phone call that is staged with Catfish. Is that the Catfish always is like, oh, it's bad timing. And then Neve makes like a not great argument and then they never make solid plans.
I don't know. Like, I was watching this and this is the first one where I was like, she must have called.
No shot.
I don't know, because it's so weird because he's like saying things like, well, I like to have everything planned out.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. This is all a fake phone call.
Right.
Okay. So he's like, oh, because he's like, well, I like to have everything planned out. It's not the right time. And then he's like, but please. And he's like, okay, you're right. I'm definitely ready.
Right. It's like, wait, where did that come from?
That
Right.
was really easy to convince. So they tell her that he said okay, and she starts crying, very emotional.
Yeah, she's really into this. Like, she is banking on Derek.
Okay. Do you think, no judgment, but judgment?
Yeah.
She had a baby when she was like not
17.
Right.
16.
Then she was engaged to someone else.
Right.
All before turning 21.
Yes. Yes.
I feel like maybe there's a little bit of an issue.
No, you think?
A little bit, little baby bit.
Because she had no stability in her whole life. She's looking for something stable,
right?
Know,
but she's also creating
stuff.
tons of instability.
Yes.
Okay. So now we meet her stepmom and her dad.
I don't really understand this either.
Okay. Her stepmom.
Yeah.
She goes, so who are you again?
She was so
She was a nasty cunt with a
she was
the biggest Karen haircut. It was on such a large scale.
Yes, it was.
She had a giant cross on.
No, I mean, she belongs in Texas. Let's just say that.
But but see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Was she trying to go goth?
Why, with the cross?
Yes, because the cross was like giant.
No, I know, but I feel like she's trying to be like overly Jesus. I don't know.
I feel like she was going overly Hot Topic.
I just feel like, is that really like a Texas thing? I just thought she was trying to be stereotypical.
I think that was her fancy clothing.
Okay.
Her fancy TV.
The house was nice.
The house was nice. Her father had on his oldest t-shirt.
Yes, he did. Well, he's a guy.
All right. So her dad's sweet. And he's like, I'm really like shocked. But at the same time, it's very nice that you've been friends with him for so long, because you could really build a nice relationship on a friendship. And then he looks at his evil, nasty cunt wife.
Yes.
And he's like, she was my best friend. And she looks at him like, who the fuck are you?
Okay, that's the thing. The look that she gave him.
He's like, I'm your what?
Who? I'm like, does she even know who he is? So what's happening here? Is she just like a paid actress?
She's like, I'm your what?
Right. Who are you again?
What's your first name?
Yeah.
Where am I?
Yeah. That was so weird. Okay. So that's why I was confused, because I'm watching this and then Dad starts crying
and hugging her.
And I'm like, but why is he doing this? Like,
and then he says,
he's crying, like crying.
Then he says, it's just that your mom's not going to be here.
For what? To see what?
I mean,
you're just realizing it?
Not to be a jerk.
Yeah.
Her mom died when she was 6. She wasn't there when she got pregnant. She wasn't there when she had a baby. She wasn't there when she got engaged.
Right.
Now you're sad that her mom's not going to be here for her to meet a man from the internet.
That could be 50
on a trike.
Right. But that's what I don't understand.
I'm so
I didn't
confused.
Understand the crying.
Is that her everyday life? Like, she's like, Dad, I'm going to go do the laundry. And he's like, your mom's not
going to be here for the laundry.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, I am sure her stepmom probably kicked him in the balls after he said that.
Yeah. Also, her stepmom is like, good, let her go meet this old guy. I don't know,
but she's probably like, oh, your mom's not going to be here. Hello. Also, he implied that the stepmom and her mom were best friends.
We're best friends. Yes. Okay. I thought the same thing. And I'm like,
okay.
Oh, I see what's happening here.
Right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Now, also, that being said, I am not marrying Matt when you die.
Are you sure?
100% positive. I'm so sorry.
I feel like it would be so much easier for him. The transition would be very easy.
Okay, well, if you guys are listening to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk, you know that I am all for basement dwelling.
Yes, you are.
And if you die, when you die,
right? Uh-huh.
I'll have a house by then. I'll probably have a house in like a week or 2.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I will allow Matt to live in my basement.
He would be a good cellar dweller.
Yes, he's going to be my cellar dweller. So no, I will not marry him and be romantic with him.
Yeah.
Yes, he can live in my basement. Yes, I will make him food. Yes.
Okay.
I need someone to make chicken for.
That's fine. That works. That's a symbiotic relationship.
Yes. So yes, I will do that for you. You're
okay.
welcome.
I like that. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm not going to cry about him though.
All right. You know what? I don't blame you. I don't need it.
All right. So her mom's not going to be here for the laundry. Now, Ryan is going to come with her to watch Mason. I am confused about her and Ryan's relationship. While
So
I
am
think
I.
it is extremely genuine and nice.
Yes.
Is Ryan his fake dad?
Okay. So she's like, says a matter of factly that Ryan's coming. And Mac's like, yeah, sure. If it's going to make you comfortable, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, they've never offered to have a friend come with them before.
Right. But they never they had to bring the kid.
Yeah, that's true too. Right. And who's going to watch the kid while she goes and meets?
Yeah. No. That's
guy.
different.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
They don't really fly kids across the country usually.
Yeah. But why are they bringing the kid?
Probably because that's the only option. She probably won't leave the
kid.
Put
in a kennel.
And this is why we don't have custody of our children. I told a guy the other day that I would not have custody of my own children. And he's like, wait, you have kids that you don't have custody of? And I felt like saying like, yeah.
Yeah. What are you going to do? And what of it?
What are you judging me?
What are you going to do about it? Right.
Yeah. I mean, put the kid in a kennel. Sure. But like, I don't know. And then you could see him on video because a lot of the kennels now they do like the surveillance,
like a doggy cam.
Yeah. Like you can look on the app and see if it's okay.
Yeah. I just feel like why? Like, why bring the kid? I don't know.
Because I don't think that she'll leave him. And I don't think her dad will watch him.
Well, I think then cool, bring Ryan.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I think that her stepmom would probably like kill the kid or something.
I guess Ryan,
her stepmom would sacrifice him in her devil worshipping ceremony
with her goth getup. I guess you're right. I guess Ryan is a quote unquote father figure.
But it's like Mason. Weird because we don't really, Ryan's like, oh, I met her at church years ago. And it's like,
we don't get that vibe.
Are you guys best friends?
Yeah.
Are you the nanny? Like, what's happening here?
Right. I don't know.
So they're flying to Maryland. The whole crew is going. Everyone's going.
Ryan's never flown before either.
I have a feeling that maybe Lauren hasn't either.
Yeah, probably. I don't think Mason has either.
I don't think anyone in her family has flown anywhere. I have a feeling her stepmom hard hasn't flown anywhere.
Definitely, except for Hot Topic. She's flown to
She's flown to the mall.
She's flown to the flagship store.
Yes. So now the next day they get in the car to see him, and Max is like, so I wonder, do you think it's going to be this guy? Do you think it's going to be
Derek?
Lavorne?
Right.
It's going to be Derek.
Right.
She flips out.
Okay. What the hell was that about?
She's a nasty cunt.
She showed like her true side. Yep. Suddenly.
She was like, you're making me feel like shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, we're making a television show.
She's so nasty.
We are wondering if it's going to be Derek or if it's going to be someone else. And
Neve tries to make it nice.
He does. He says, it's not just a show for you. This is your life. You're right.
Right.
And then she starts crying, and then he apologizes because they're like, oh, wow, we're dealing with like a loose cannon.
Right. Well, that's the thing. It's like, I get that she's nervous, but they're doing you a favor.
No, I got to tell you, we've had nasty people in the show. I've never seen someone be so nasty to them.
No,
like
she was all the way nasty. And it's funny because it was like a light switch went off and it's like, oh, this is who you are. Actually, you're just a mean little twat.
She's a mean twat with a choppy haircut and no eyebrows.
Yeah. Sorry to hear that.
All right. So now the infamous line. I'm in Derek's driveway.
Ugh, good for you.
So they knock. It's really him.
Okay, but he comes out. He doesn't even let her see him.
Yes, he just hugs her.
Yeah, just
covers
like
her
right
eyes.
away.
He's shaking. They're hugging. He looks like he just got back from a Dave Matthews Band concert.
Yes.
And SantaCon all in one.
He looks like this guy that I met in California years ago. He was like, very beachy, very like Dave Matthews-y, right? But bro on the same, like I know him. He
said that he never lied to her about anything. He just basically didn't think he was good enough. He had no money, and he didn't think not video chatting with her was a big deal. I have
It is though.
I have a feeling they had some communication issues.
Yes, you think?
And he's very scared that Mason wouldn't like him. And then crying, hugging, crying, making out, whatever.
Mhm.
And then we see a big dog.
We do see a big dog. Yes.
It was like a Saint Bernard. It was very big.
It was a Beethoven.
Yeah, Bay.
That's what I wrote, Beethoven.
And then Beethoven appears.
Hello.
They make out. Then they go for a walk. And then, did you see his pentagram necklace?
No.
Okay, so he had like a dog tag with a
I
pentagram
saw
on it.
that, but I didn't notice that it was a pentagram.
Mhm.
So he must shop at the same Hot Topic.
That's what I'm saying. But I think it was more like maybe like a band logo or something.
Oh, okay. Maybe like a heartogram.
It wasn't, but whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they make out now under the tree. There's a lot of making out. This is almost like softcore porn.
Okay, but this is like that other couple. You remember in the first
Yes.
season that were making out on the
the curb.
Yes.
The curb.
The
curb
curb
herbs.
kiss. Yes. I can't take it. Mm-hmm.
And then they say I love you to each other.
Okay, so
What
that's
could
the
go
thing.
wrong?
It's like they kiss and suddenly they're in love.
Well, what could go wrong?
Nothing could clearly
All
go
right,
wrong.
well, guess what? Nothing could go wrong because the next day, Max is
Mhm.
so tired because he was up worrying about them. Max,
Sure.
why? Because she's pretty, Max? Shut
Yeah, he
up.
had a crush on her.
So now it's 3:38 a.m. and Lauren texted them and was like, oh, I have a lot to tell you. So she invites him in her hotel room. And then Max asks about the size of his hands.
You know what he was alluding
I know,
to.
but it wasn't even like, it was like not, it didn't fit with the conversation.
Yeah, I just think it was like choppy.
Very, very weird.
Yeah.
So now that they're in love, he
They
gets
played
to meet
hide the
Mason.
tamale.
They
Right.
they definitely banged.
Okay, but also the next day he meets your kid.
They only have 2 days. That's what
But
happens.
why does how
That's
about
why she brought
never
him
meet the
too.
kid?
But
Right.
that's why she brought him too.
Right.
Mason is ridiculously cute.
Oh, I love him. I love him.
He looks at him. He goes, nice to meet you, Derek. He goes on a tractor ride and
Mhm.
he's holding Derek's hand because that's his new dad.
I love it.
I really like the kangaroo.
Yes.
I really like that the ostrich bit Max like in the face.
Okay, but why was this like the funnest outing?
Okay. So as I'm watching this,
Yeah.
I'm going, like how I don't like to do anything.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I don't want to meet up with a guy for coffee. I don't want to go to dinner. I don't want to go for drinks. I want to go to a petting zoo that there's no children at.
Yeah, I would like to meet
A
like
private petting-
kangaroo.
Mm-hmm. I
With
went
anybody.
I used to go as an adult to this petting zoo by my old house
I'm not
myself.
surprised.
by myself.
Yeah, I would too. That's
Yes,
fun.
it was very. I had a camel friend there. I did.
Okay. Okay.
So that is what I would like to do. If anyone wants to date me, you can take me to a petting zoo with no children around.
I bet a lot of people would.
They should have evening outings for adults at the freaking petting zoo.
Why not? Or the aquarium or whatever.
Well, the
Why do you-
aquarium, no, they have aquarium things like that. They have the drinking things at the aquarium.
No. But I mean, just like adult night, no drinking.
They do.
But I don't want to drink. I don't want to be around all the drunks.
Now you got to find adults that want a sober night at the aquarium for only adults. Where are they making their
Maybe-
money?
I don't know. Maybe an AA meeting could put it together. I don't know. Like a night out. I would go to
Going on a-
that.
I'm going on a AA group trip.
Yeah, I would. That's my kind of people. I don't want to be around the drunk people in the aquarium hiding with the sharks.
They're hiding with the sharks.
No.
I feel like that would definitely turn into. Yeah, they used to have like even at the regular zoo, they have like wine night.
My
at the
mom
zoo.
slept in the
That's
in
right.
the aquarium last
Yeah,
year. They had
I
like a
know.
sleepover in it.
I don't think they had a sleepover. I think your mother just slept in the aquarium.
Maybe
She just forgot to
because
leave.
they had a wine night.
She got
Uh-huh.
wasted. My mom slept in the shark tank.
Uh-huh.
All right. So they ask Ryan what he thinks.
Right.
And Ryan's like, yeah, I'm just happy. This guy is like the most easygoing guy.
He is
I've
the
ever
most
met.
laid back person.
He's
Uh-huh.
like, yeah, it's super cool. Then they're feeding the goats. And then Derek said that he would have fainted if he met both Mason and Lauren at the same time.
Why?
Okay, I got to tell you, I would have fainted too if some guy showed up at my door with a kid.
But yeah, of course,
I'd be like, "Is that
would make me
mine?"
faint.
Are you telling me all these years later that's my kid? Oh God, please let the maternity test show that I'm not the mother.
But he's also like, oh, I would, Mason's important to her, so he's just as important to me.
So I'll love him as much as I love her.
You don't even know this kid.
No.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right. So he's also wearing a t-shirt with wings on the back. Is this an affliction t-shirt?
Yes, it is.
All right, cool. So then Neve holds a baby goat.
I love baby goats.
All right. So now here's the checkup. 2 months later, they Skype with them and they're together visiting. They visited 3 times in 2 months.
I know that's pretty wild now, but who's visiting who?
I don't know, but Lauren's going to be moving to Maryland and then they're going to be engaged within a year. What could go wrong?
Nothing. They're not like fast. They're not rushing or anything.
They're not love bombing each other.
It's just so funny because it's like he was so against meeting and then suddenly they're married. Engaged. Right. It's so weird.
Okay. What did you find?
Okay. So I haven't, she's laying low on social media.
Okay, guys, we have Lauren here. Lauren, your eyebrows are scarce. Your hair is choppy and you're a cunt.
Wow. Okay.
Guys, welcome Lauren. Just kidding. Imagine.
It caught me so off guard.
Oh God.
So the couple got engaged during the season 2 reunion, but we don't know that because we haven't watched it yet.
Right.
But according to Us Weekly, Neve said that he was aware the big moment was going to happen. It turns out that Neve and Max paid for the ring.
What could go wrong?
Neve said, I did know it was coming, as did Max. Max and I bought Derek the engagement ring so he could propose because he needed help paying for it. We went with him the morning of, and it was really sweet.
Okay. What could go wrong? If you can't afford an engagement ring, what could go wrong with supporting a whole family?
Right. Well,
Nothing.
in September 2013, Lauren shared in a tweet that she had gotten pregnant, but sadly had a miscarriage. She wrote the update surprise. I was 10 weeks pregnant. We had a miscarriage Tuesday. Now that the secret's out, let's move on. But they broke up in 2014.
Okay. Why was that? Why did that need to be publicly announced?
But right, I don't understand that.
Now that the secret's out, what is the paparazzi following you to your gynecologist appointment?
Who would know? Right. I thought that was so weird. It's
unless she made an announcement that she was pregnant.
Maybe like a premature announcement or something. Because, that's kind of early.
Yeah, that's weird.
So Neve shared that Lauren and Derek were going to stay friends and that there was no bad blood about the split. Neve said, I think it's important to remember that just because relationships come and go, you might be in love with someone and you think they're the one. Take your time. There's no reason to rush. Oh, really, Neve? There's no reason to rush? You
bought them the freaking ring. Neve, you gave him the gun and you told him to pull the trigger.
Right. But that's what I don't understand. There's no reason to rush. You had a hand in rushing them.
You had a big hand in rushing them because you know why?
Why?
If he couldn't afford an engagement ring, there's bigger problems in this relationship.
Yes. Agreed.
Neve.
Yes.
That's the whole thing. And I got to tell you, I'm not all for spending any money on an engagement ring. I think it is
it's a waste of money.
I think it's one of the biggest wastes of money. But at the same time, I do not think that, and I'm talking about people that are trying to start a family. I'm not talking about people that are just like dating and whatever. They just want to get married. If you're trying to start a family and you can't afford an engagement ring, in theory, you need to maybe figure out your life before you have a child.
The thing is, like, you don't have to be a millionaire, but you can't afford an engagement ring and you want to have a kid.
Even if you don't buy it,
right,
you should be able to afford it.
Kids are so expensive. People don't realize it.
They don't realize it. I mean, listen, our kids, they were so expensive that we don't even have custody.
So Derek now, he still lives in Maryland. He's married to a woman named Pearl. Very cute.
Pearl.
So it's so funny.
Pearl Haggard?
Because I found him on Facebook. It says that he was a former tree climber at Gusting Gardens Tree Company. What does that mean?
All right, let's say.
So he was a former tree climber. He worked at FedEx. He worked.
Maybe he had to deliver packages to the birds.
Maybe because he worked at a different nursery and a landscaping company. He worked at like a few different places, but one of them he was a tree climber.
Okay. So
What the
I'm
hell
looking.
does that
So I
mean?
just Googled tree climber job. It says
Yeah.
now hiring tree climber, arborist careers with industry leading Bartlett tree experts, tree trimmer jobs. I guess you have to climb with that. How much do tree climbers make? How much does a tree climber make in the United States? 50 grand.
I could climb a tree for 50 grand.
I can't.
I mean, I could try.
I could try. I can't climb a tree. It doesn't matter how much money you give me.
I've never climbed a tree in my whole life.
Yeah, I'm not very good at it. I can't even really do the monkey bars.
I don't know if I've ever even done the monkey bars either. I'm afraid. I'm a scaredy cat of things.
To become a certified as an ISA tree worker climber specialist.
Oh, okay.
Should I go for this training? You must have the
Yes.
skill and endurance to climb trees, demonstrate strong knowledge of safe work practices, and be able to get the job done off the ground. For this credential, you will be tested both in a classroom setting and in a field setting. All right.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So the most common job of a professional tree climber is working as an arborist or tree doctor. Am I a tree doctor?
I don't know. Can you learn that at obgyn.com?
No, treedoctor.com.
Oh, okay. That's right. Duh.
Hello. Oh my God. Is this my new job?
Derek, I don't know if you can see. He has two very cute golden retrievers. They're snuggling with each other. I
Doing
love them.
snugs.
I love golden retrievers like all the way. It's
Okay,
very
so now,
cute.
does he have any chills?
Not that I know of.
Just Mason.
No pictures of kids. Right, just Mason. And I can't find her because it says she's laying low from social media. So I'm assuming she's probably not using her last name now.
Right.
It's
she's
probably just like her first and her middle name.
Yeah, she's probably like single, trying to like get anyone to marry her.
Maybe, or maybe she's married to Jesus. You never know.
Maybe she's married to Satan.
Maybe her stepmother introduced her.
Maybe. Or maybe he introduced her.
Maybe.
Derek. I'm in Derek's driveway.
Oh, gross.
If you guys like this, which you should,
You
Make
should,
sure.
and you do.
make sure you give us a 5-star rating, an amazing review on any platform you listen to us on, and make sure you follow us on Instagram. I'm at Trixie Tuzini, TrixieTuzini, and Noelle is at Noe Girl. And go to TraceyCarnazzo.com for our merch. Yes, that's right. We have stickers for sale. We have buttons. We have all the stuff. Go over there. And also my upcoming live stand-up show dates. Make sure you listen to 90 Day Fiance Trash Talk, Teen Mom Trash Talk, and also if you want to discuss this show, meaning the podcast, or the television show, go over to Catfish Trash Talk on Facebook and find our group and join us.
Join us. You'll love it.
I'm on Cameo. I do funerals, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, and divorces. Go check it out.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.